Okay, so what's up, everybody? Usually I don't do YouTube videos. I may every now and then, about something I like or I'm passionate about. So I had to come and show you my hair. Like, look at this stuff here. So, I was on YouTube watching a few of my favorite YouTube people, and I wanted to try a frontal, but I was scared because like my sides, my edges are pretty thin. Well, that's kind of gelled down, but it's kind of thin, and so I wanted to do a frontal sew in, but I wanted to sew it on my hair, but like I said, my edges are kind of thin right here in this area. So, I had a few people on YouTube that I was watching. Jazz Nicole was one of them. I think her name is Brilliant Jody was another one. And they just sold the frontal arms to their hair, the braids, and then they went about their business. And they didn't use caps or anything. So I'm like, okay. I didn't want to try no caps. I didn't want to put no lace glue on my edges are there. They're just thin. I didn't want to do that either. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna have to figure out a way for me to, do what I want to do without. I'm looking at. I'm trying to find the other YouTuber. I just didn't want to put that on there and risk losing my little edges. Like that would be ridiculous. So what I did was, I was watching it on YouTube. I got a lot of YouTube videos of people sewing in their frontals, and I made a frontal collage. A whole bunch of videos of frontal sew-ins. And then I went through them. I was watching them one by one as I was doing my own sew-in. And so, let me find her name. What happened was, I braided my hair back, straight to back. I did 5 over here with some weave, did 6 right here in the middle, and then I did 5 on the other side. And I did them small because my initial plan was to sew sew these down on each side and then just have the front out. Like that was gonna be where I parted it on my middle spot. So I'm like, okay, this is what I'll do. I started sewing in my hair in. Oh, Flawless Brittany is another one that I was watching that did hers like that. And Filthy Rich Tresses, I was watching her video, her sewing video, her lace frontal sewing video. And like I said, it was a lot of them that I watched. Like I said, Jazz Nicole, Fabulous CTV. I don't see her name. Let me see. Brilliant. But anyway, yeah, her name is the Brilliant Beauty. That was her name. She was another one who did a frontal sewing. She was actually the last one who did one that I seen. And I'm like, see, she did hers 2 weeks ago. And I'm sorry, but I was so ready for it. Now on her, she did use something to hold her down, but at the same time, I was watching her and I was sold. I'm like, you know what? I've been wanting to try lace frontal sewing. I usually always do my sewings anyway, but I was wanting to try a lace frontal. I'm really good at closures, and I've been doing closures for a while. I've mastered the closure, but I've never tried a lace frontal. The first time I tried to do a lace frontal, I was plucking the hair. When I tell you I plucked that bad boy so bad that it was almost bald headed. So I still kept it. I didn't throw it away, but I just was like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave these frontals alone because they're not for me. Until I can find something where I would be good, good at it. So I went to my local beauty supply store and I got this. This was some loose deep hair, 16 inches, and it was $35. So let me see my frontal. Is it picking up at all? I can't tell. What for nothing. This is all scalp. Anywho, So I went to my supply store. I was looking to see what they had first. And I'm like, okay, well, if they got something I like, then she told me $35 for that frontal. And I was like, okay, I got some loose. The hair I had bought me some hair last year from AliExpress, and it was loose deep. I bought a 20-inch closure and three 26-inch bundles. So I already had some loose deep hair. I wasn't planning on putting that back in my head. I thought they just had body wave. So I was gonna buy another one. But I'm like, she said loose deep, and I'm like, you know what? I can absolutely make that work. So I bought it and went to I had my husband, because when I first sold it on the first time, I did not bleach the knots because I didn't think I needed to bleach them. When I tell you it looks so bad on my hair, like it didn't blend 100%, and then I hadn't bleached knots. So what I had to do is I got up yesterday morning, and I was like, I got to fix this. When it comes to my own hair, I'm kind of like a perfectionist. So I came home, and I took it off. I took the whole frontal off, and I redid my bundles because I got 4 bundles of hair in my head. I bought a 24-inch of deep wave hair from a different vendor, and it wasn't exactly the same as my loose deep wave, but I'm like, it's deep wave hair, and I can find a way to blend it. So what I did was I blended it in. So some of this extra curly hair here would be the 20, I think it's a 24-inch I bought. So what I did last night was sprayed it down and braided it into 2 big braids. So there it's gonna blend. I mean, and I would have trained my parts a little bit better. Give me 1 second. Well, no, because it ain't gonna work. Mama. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. You may hear my baby in the background. I got a 2-month-old. I got a 3-month-old. Anyway, so I told my husband once I bleached my knots and I sewed it back on my head, I had my husband go get me some got to be glued. And because I'm like, everybody's talking about they got to be glued. And then I went to Walmart last night and got the be glued spray. But as you can see, this is not laying down. Now this is because I just slicked these edges, baby hair, and that is some of what. And this is on this side. And I will say right now, I did not do any plucking. And I didn't do no plucking because, like I said, last time I had a frontal, what I did, and I'm plucking too much hair. And I didn't want to pluck out too much hair out of the hairline because once you pluck that frontal, you either gonna lost some money, you'll have to count it as a loss, or you'll end up spending more money than you wanted to on another frontal. Now, I got lucky and paid $35 for my frontal, but that doesn't mean I'm always gonna pay that. And there's my other parting. I'm just using my finger to part it, so you see what I mean? Like, and you see it's laying absolutely flat. So, and I did not use a band. I just did not do all that. What I did is I put it on my hair. I measured across my hairline, and then I took my scissors and just cut off the extra. And then I sewed that part down first. Then when I got to the other side, I pulled it down and I sewed it down on the other side. And then I sewed my back. And then I came in with my bones. And I had to redo my the frontal and my 2 top bundles because I was noticing that I like to double my bundles. So when I was doubling it all the way up to the top, I noticed that I had like different gap spaces behind the frontal, and it just wasn't gonna be, looking a hot mess when I got through. And so I redid that. I took the top 2 down and single wefted them, and it ended up closing up pretty good. So I'm glad I redid that. I'm glad I redid my frontal because, like I said, look how flat it is. You can probably actually see the scalp right here. Like I said, I didn't put nothing behind on my scalp. This is when I bleached it. I mean, it blends perfectly with my hair. I did I will say this: these frontals are kind of thin. So once I bleached my knots, it actually seeped through to the scalp. So I had to go and get some black hair dye. But what I did is I bought some blue black. And I put that on my frontal. I put that on the frontal and my top two bundles. So that's too much. Let me see. Can you see my scalp better? Let me turn this way. Yeah, you probably can see it a little better now. There you go. That part. But like I said, I love. First of all, these beauty supply store hair. Something, and people always like, oh, you got beauty supply store hair. First of all, I'm not gonna spend the frontal I bought. I think it was like 2 years ago. Was a 12-inch body wave, 12 or 14-inch body wave hair, frontal, and I paid $55, $65, something like that. It wasn't high, but still, I messed the frontal up, and then there goes $55. And here, this one is longer hair, and it was a lesser price. And you're talking about a frontal. So this is out a little bit because I just put some got to be glue spray on it like 2 minutes ago, and I'm not really pressed about. I mean, if I go somewhere, I'm gonna show you what I mean when I say the frontal blends in really good. Look right here. This is it. Now, if I glue that down, you don't even see nothing. You don't see nothing. Like, look. You don't see nothing. You just think it's coming straight from my scalp. And I wish I was good at this baby hair scenario situation. But honey, I'm not. I'm not at all. So, and I don't want to be plucking and creating stuff and I mess it up. Because I'm not gonna lie to you. I like how this sewing came out. I'm not gonna take it down. It took me 2 days to get it right. It took me the first day I started. It didn't take long, which I knew then that something was wrong. I'm like, you really frontal. But I knew that I saved some time by not plucking the frontal. But I also knew that it should have took a little bit longer. And when I redid it yesterday, I know why. Because like I said, I doubled the tracks. I mean, look at this part. Look at the part. Look at this part. And you see, I'm just taking my finger to create these parts. So I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Now, if I'm so pressed about if it's going to lay flat, you see right here, look at this. All I would have to do is strain my part. And to do that, I don't even spray. I got a little spray bottle. This is the bathroom. Spray bottle with some water and conditioner. And I spray it right here. And then I would sleep. Like last night, that's what I did. I slept with my 2 braids. And I slept like, I laid flat like this. So that's how I slept. And like I said, 2 big braids and then I laid flat like that to get my part right. Other than that, honey, $35 for a frontal, a 16-inch frontal, and it's not body wave because everybody don't want body wave hair. Bless me. But other than that, yep, I really do like this hair. I really do. So, guys, I'll just keep you updated on however it goes.